Spiritually speaking, which would you say is better, contentment or ambition? As we read this chapter on the rich and poor entering heaven, we learn that being received into heaven is not about your natural circumstances. It's more about your attitude to those circumstances. Often the Christian church is quite condemning of riches. Certainly, it's important not to put your faith in riches or positions or power or fame or any other natural circumstance. But comments made by Jesus to do with riches are more to do with his criticism of the religious authorities of the day, those who were rich in a religious way, who amass a great deal of religious knowledge or regarded themselves as chosen by God, heirs of the kingdom. So why doesn't everybody have the same, given that God provides it all? Well, I think the answer is found in paragraph 364. The poor come into heaven, not on account of their poverty, but because of their life. Everyone's life follows him, whether he be rich or poor. So, while misfortune and circumstances beyond our control do exist, there is actually a great deal that is within my influence, and I reap the benefits or consequences of my action and my inaction. I know for myself, I've learnt that some of the things that I've settled for as good enough have not helped me to achieve my potential. And in challenging those attitudes, I've found greater success, and my expectations of myself have shifted. Which brings me to contentment. Do you have enough? I think it's a double-edged sword in some ways. Contentment, to be happy with what you have, is a great virtue, but the desire for more can lead you to greater achievement too. And is that such a big problem? After all, if it were not for dissatisfaction, humanity would not have achieved even a tenth of what we have now. I remember hearing the story of Steve Jobs and the first Apple Macintosh computer, the way that he would push his engineers to make it start up faster and faster. Many of those engineers felt that Jobs was being unfair and unreasonable, that he was asking them to do the impossible. Yet, after it all, they found a way and they achieved it. So that impatience, that ambition, created one of the world's wealthiest and most successful companies, and a company that stayed on the leading edge of technology for a couple of decades now. And that's all from a two-person startup operating out of a garage. The self-made man is, by definition, not content with his lot, and thereby he makes his lot better. I suppose the difference is to know where and if he should stop. Will he ever have enough? Is there an end point or a goal? And I suppose that's the point. What is the goal? Or what is the purpose behind the goal? Swedenborg wrote, "The use itself which a person loves is what gives direction to his life and marks him off from others, an evil use making him like one in hell, and a good use like one in heaven." It is not indeed the use itself that does so, but the love behind it, for everyone's life is inherent in his love. So, are you building wealth so you're not a burden on others, or so that you may support others, or just for the sake of luxury? Do you seek power so that you can control everything, or so that you can serve others more effectively or serve more people? How do you find balance in your life? When does contentment become complacency? When does ambition become impatience? When does determination become stubbornness? As always, you're welcome to read along with us or read ahead if you prefer. You may have questions you'd like to pose in the comments. Enjoy the journey.